This is David Lynn, also known as the Prepper Principal. It is Sunday, the 15th of December, 7 p.m., and this is my live stream number 356. Thank you for coming, and please leave a like to support the channel. KP Heathen, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? How's the weather there? It's a little cool. We've been getting a little bit of weather, a little bit of moisture. Not what I would want, but we're getting a little bit there. People have fantasies of having snow for Christmas. Don't think that's going to happen. At least not anywhere around here. Uh, so, waiting for a few more people to come in. Anne Marie and Uncle Al. Anne Marie, thank you for coming. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. How many, I'm not keeping track of it, but how many shorts are you producing, Uncle Al? Are you doing 6 shorts a day? I have been liking and leaving comments on a lot of shorts in your neck of the woods. Um, how are you doing, Anne Marie? It's been a while since I've seen you. What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm sitting here. Actually, today, after church, which I didn't attend, but the wife did, she picked me up and we went to the mall and I went to Dillard's and I bought a suit. It had to be a charcoal suit, because had to be a new charcoal suit. And I bought a new charcoal suit for my wife, wife, for my daughter's wedding this coming Saturday. Got it on sale, 30% off. Still put out $600. Yep. Gotta have the legs adjusted. They have to go and they have to sew them. They have to measure and sew them. So I have to have that done tomorrow. And I'll wear that for my daughter's wedding, which is coming up Saturday. So, yeah, I'm still bleeding money on that one. Still bleeding money. The wife's on me. Well, this costs this and that costs that and blah blah blah, and and daughter put out for you. You don't know how much I'm giving her. She goes and she does something other and she uses her card, but that's not to tell you how much I'm putting on her card. And it's very expensive. Very expensive. And the wife explained that I put out $600 on a suit, and it's been a while since I bought a suit. It really has been a while since I bought a suit. And sometimes 4 or 6 shorts. Yeah, I try to average about 2 a day. Once in a while, I'll put out 3. Today, I put out 1. Doesn't have that many views. Doesn't have that many views. It was from breakfast yesterday, oatmeal and wheat toast, which is what I had when I went to breakfast with a couple friends of mine. We get together every so often, and we go to a place called Ramsey's and have breakfast. And yesterday, I decided to go ahead and have some oatmeal. I put everything that they gave me in it. I used the raisins, the cinnamon, I put honey in it. I hooked it up. Where am I from? The Republic of Texas. The great Republic of Texas. Which is part of the United States of America. Yes, where I'm from. Victoria, Texas. The Crossroads. Um, so I'm trying to organize my mess. Used to be when I would get components or I would get cases, I would unbox them. I would record them in my black book. Various. I'd put them in plastic containers, which I numbered, and then I have them, what's in them. Stop doing that. I just start stacking. I just start stacking them. Uh, Julianne Martin Vog, welcome. Been a while. Been a while. Hope you're doing well. Yoda, my friend Dave. Good Lord, man. I am jealous. Your channel is growing like I do not know what to tell you. Well, I don't know if I should answer it. My wife's trying to call me. Which is aggravating because she knows I'm doing a live stream right now. So sorry, I'm doing a live stream. Can't talk. Bye. Took care of that one. Yes, I'm writing. I keep lists of things. Like I'm told, have a script. Have a script. So I'm writing notes and I'm writing down. I'm making my list. I'm checking it twice. I'm going to find out who's naughty and nice for those I'm going to send something to. Isn't that the retirement days? How's it going? How are you doing? Oh, I'm going to cut loose over Christmas. I'll be off for 16 days. I'm going to hope to try to live stream every bloody day. It's been a while. The last live, I did one last night, and then before that, it was last Sunday. Since I'd done a live stream. I just haven't felt like it. I haven't felt good. I haven't felt like it, and I hadn't done it. But I'm going to try to cut loose, and I'm going to try to do a live stream every day the way I used to, and I'm going to see what I can do about that. Melinda Elliott, how you doing, Melinda? Thank you for coming. Mom of 4 boys, how's it going, Mom? I will tell you, I've got to shout out some of the channels that's just growing like weeds. My friend Dave, he's picked up over 1,000 subscribers in the last month. I've never done that. Never done that. He's really, he's found his niche and he's cruising. Melinda Elliott is another one. Over 5,000 subscribers. She's, you think I'm doing good? Not really, but I mean, I'm doing good, but I'm not doing great. I hit 1,800. Now, I can point out to you that last January, early January, I was just over 1,500. So in the period of 11 months, maybe, I picked up 300. That's in 11 months. That's not doing that good, but I'm not complaining about it. I am complaining, but I'm not complaining. Can you believe that one? You're sorry about what? Nothing to be sorry about unless somebody put up something. I got real bad fall back knee. Oh, okay. I'm very sorry, Dave. Wasn't aware of that. And yes, everybody should be sorry when somebody falls and hurts themselves. My sister-in-law is my age, and she was here for a couple of days. Went to my daughter's bridal shower. My wife said, well, we were in the spare room, and she was in there, and she's a short little woman. She's shorter than my wife. My wife's 4'9". Well, she's my age, and she was, and looked sort of like a hobbit. She was standing there, and then she had something in her hands, and then she moved, and then she went to turn, and when she went to turn, she just went whoop, straight down. And my wife was there, and she saw it happening in slow motion. Then she went over to pick her up and try to help her up. She hurt herself. She fell, knees and her shoulder, and just, And I felt bad for her, but I don't know. I don't know. That's speaking of falls and such, Nancy Pelosi's like 83, 84 years old. She's like really old. And she was over in Europe, and they were doing some sort of bipartisan congressional thing that she was on. It's their excuse to go and, and look at the sites and eat well and all that sort of good stuff. She apparently fell and hurt herself, and apparently she's someplace in Europe having a hip replacement. Now, that's a major surgery, and that's a major, like, 4 or 5 months recovering from that. I mean, that's not something that you recover from overnight, And she apparently is having this major surgery. Heating pads, ibuprofen, and Tylenol. Yes, alternate every 2 hours. You can alternate those painkillers to help you with the pain. That is true. 7 in the house, 9 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. We're 12 minutes in. So, talk a little bit about, channel update. I've done a couple of videos. I don't do that many. I have not been doing that many videos. Back in the days when I was really kicking butt, I'd average maybe 2 videos a week. And that was when I was kicking butt. Every 3 or 4 days I'd drop a video. And I do 1 or 2. I've always done, since I've been doing shorts and doing them consistently, I will do 1, 2, maybe 3 in a day. It just depends on how they're going. When I get my shorts tend to when they're doing floating along on average, they get 400 to 500 views. Every once in a while, one of them will break out and do a little bit better. Sometimes they don't do quite that well. Sometimes I get a clinker. I mean, I'll get a clinker like the one I just did yesterday, and I put up. I think it's got decent music. It's the one where I did the oatmeal out to eat breakfast. That doesn't have that many views. I'll probably put up another one after this. I've got several ready to go, and I just sort of spaced them out. I'll put up another one after the live stream. But I did my 1,800 subscriber giveaway. Congratulations to Lady Dark Gaming. And she's the 1,800 subscriber giveaway winner. And just to let you know the rules, in case you're just relatively new here, or you just hadn't been here in a while, every 100 new subscribers, I put out a giveaway. I do a drawing, and basically the way I do is anybody who has left me a supportive comment on the last 5 videos I will have released, when I hit that next number, their names will go in a hat. I will draw from the hat. Whoever I draw out is the winner, and they'll get a nice gift box from me. I mean, a nice gift box from me. So the last time for 1,700, I had 13 people qualified. 13. This time for the 1,800, I had 14 people qualified. I thought it was 15, but it was 14. I didn't do another count. 14 people qualified. Now, in the past, I was a lot more active, and things were, I'd have 30 to 40 people that would be qualified for my subscriber giveaway based on the fact that they had left a like and supportive comments in the last 5 videos. But there aren't that many people doing it right now. And I don't know. Okay, I'm not putting out the content I was. I'm not doing as many live streams as I was before. Uh, uh, it really slowed down with my wife's health issues, and then with my health issues. And no, my health issues are not like my wife's health issues because I haven't been in the hospital, I haven't been in rehab. Um, I'm still ambulatory, but I have been catching colds, flu. I had the flu. I was sick all over Thanksgiving break for like 10, 12 days. Little Lone Prepper, hello, Little Lone Prepper. Thank you for coming in. Not paying attention here. Who's commenting or who's here? I will mention that 1,000 views on an 8-minute video equals 573. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of that. Little Lone Prepper, I will start working on your box. Have all the components. I will be sure to send you some of those nasty FRHs that I don't give a flying leap for. Buying space. Hello, Buying Space. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. 10 likes, I'm in the house. So I have been trying to organize, move stuff around, find room for stuff, and upgrade stuff. I ordered over the Black Friday. I ordered a 4-pack of 8-pack rations. That's 12 to a case, 48. So I got 4 cases for $150, which I think was a good deal. I have a couple other cases. So like I got 6 cases of those. They're just sitting back there, right behind me, starting to pile stuff up. And I was counting my humanitarian daily rations. I've got, I think, 8 cases back there. I'm planning on at some point. I want to I want to do a few more ration reviews. It's been a while since I've done a ration review. I get all these young folks that are doing ration reviews. My go-to guy is Mike Crusher Reviews, and I try to watch everything he puts out. He does a good job. He does a real good job. And there's a few others that I've been watching here and there. But I don't know. I'm planning on. I keep saying I'm planning on doing it. It's like I'm gonna do a ration review. I tell you what, if you go look up at Uncle Al's catalog, he did a ration review. He's a ration channel. That's what I said. Well, he's a ration channel. I've done. God, how many videos have I done? Hundreds of videos. And I've done probably a dozen, 15 ration reviews. And somebody else said, he's a ration channel. Really? I haven't done a ration review in 6 months. The last one I did got about 500 views. Which, is that good? The most reviews I've ever had on a ration review is like 1,300. And I've had several of them at 1,000, 800, 900. I haven't had a clinker, had about 150. But I'm not a ration channel. I'm a preparedness channel. I do preparedness prepping. So part of my preps are, rations. You can get a case of humanitarian daily rations right now for about $50. And those are 24-hour rations. They don't come with heaters, which aren't worth a crap. They don't come with beverages, which you need. But they're like 24-hour rations. They're basically, you get 2 really good meals with the mains. You need to boil them. and you need to have like packs of coffee, creamer, sugar. What do you like? Lemonade, grape, punch, whatever, orange, and you just put a little baggie and have your own, drinks. So that in your drinks, and then you have to have a means to boil it. The only thing I'd have to point out is like when you get like the humanitarian daily rations, they're all vegetarian meals. The mains are vegetarian. They don't want to offend anybody's religion, so um, they just do vegetarian. Vegetarian. Yeah, and Uncle Al, he does lots of cooking. He he really cooks. He can cook. He does a lot of cooking. And you save money cooking as opposed to going out. I mean, add up all the money that I spend on buying out, takeout food. The last 2 days, yesterday I went over to HEB grocery store. They make really good salads, and I bought two 9-ounce salads for like $6 a piece. And when I got home last night, I had a salad for supper with vinaigrette dressing. Drank a bottle of water. This afternoon for lunch, I had a um, salad just like the one I had last night, vinaigrette dressing, and I drank it with water. For supper, I had a bowl. I hadn't had a bowl of cereal in I don't know how long. It's not really the healthiest thing for you, but I had a bowl of cereal. I put honey on it. Honey. I put honey on it and had it with 2% milk, and that's supper. When I get through, I'll either have a cup of coffee or maybe I'll have a cold water and put some lemonade or grape in it, and that'll be my evening beverage, which I'll pay for because I'll have to go to the bathroom a couple of times tonight. No matter whether I drink something or not before I go to bed, I always wake up a couple of times at night to go to the restroom. It's just my kidneys or my age or whatever. Holly Ivans. Hello, Holly Ivans. Welcome. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. So, just doing my version of a channel update. I did I did that 800 subscriber giveaway video, and I hadn't done a video in like a month. It'd been like a month since I'd done a video. And then the following day, I worked on the unboxing from Uncle Al's gift box. Did a mail call from Uncle Al, and I loaded that one up. But that one's about 10 minutes, and I go through everything that's in it. I went through everything that was in the 1800 subscriber giveaway box to show you what was in it. That's about a 9.5-minute video. Didn't put any fluff in it. Didn't put an intake or outtake or anything. I just cut it and put it in. No music, just cut it and put it in. And when I do these, I talk and I discuss whatever I feel like discussing. I talk about food. I talk about the weather. I talk about how things are going. I talk a little bit about my channel. I talk about other people's channels. I link channels. I need to do a community post where I'm going to link the 14 channels that qualified for the subscriber giveaway. Shout them out. I use my community wall to basically provide information about how my channel's going. Whether if I'm not going to do a stream, I'll oftentimes will do a apology post that I'm not going to do it this evening because of whatever. And I have numerous times used my community wall to make recommendations on items that I have bought that I use. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not paid by anybody. I don't have anybody sending me free stuff, want me to do reviews on it. The stuff that I review is stuff that I buy and that I own. And when I make a recommendation to something that I truly like and will use, and also when I make a recommendation, I try to do it when they got stuff on sale. So I will tell you, now's a good time to buy this because it's on sale. You can save, blah, 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 whatever. And that's how that works. Anybody I missed? People sneak in on me. I'm not paying attention. I'm backing her up. $1,000 views on a short is equal to 13 cents. Uh, I I haven't been keeping up with what the ratios are. I am monetized. I have yet to get a check. They don't want to send you a check unless they owe you at least $100. And I've talked to people who have channels bigger than I do, put out a lot more content than I do, get a lot more views than I do, a lot more likes, a lot more comments than I do. And they'll say, well, I had a check for $115 this month. $115. And that's work in that month. And then I, think about it. And, I put a lot of time. I'm not putting out near the amount of time and effort into my channel as I was before, when I wasn't working. I put 7 or 8 hours a day into my channel when I wasn't working. And I got a lot more activity out of my channel. But, I have a job. I'm a retiree hire. I'm a retired school administrator. I put 30 years in. Last year I came back as a teacher. And so I get a retirement check and I get a paycheck. Second year back, mid-year. So the semester's coming to an end in a week. And the Black Widow. Hello, Black Widow. 27 minutes in, 9 in the house, 12 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. So as I was saying, okay. I worked my butt off on my channel. And let's just say I get to the point where, heck, I can make $100 in a month. Well, teaching, I work 5 days a week. Let's say there are 20 days in a month. Start looking at my pay. What's my pay? If my take-home pay for teaching right now, and I'd have to look at it because stuff's taken out here, stuff's taken out there, and whatever. But let's just say I make gross. I make about $6,000 a month teaching right now. It's not counting my retirement check. That's just my teaching check. Say gross $6,000 a month. Work 20 days a month. On average, 20 days a month. And I take home, I don't know, in excess of $5,000. Now I can work my butt off every day, and at the end of the month, get a $100 check. $150 check at the end of the month. And you work your butt off every damn day. So, where's the money? Where's the money? Obviously, the money's in my job. This is a hobby for me. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy communicating with people. I enjoy giving back to people. I enjoy the camaraderie because when I do have time, I do go to channels and I do leave comments and I do watch stuff and I do leave likes and I watch lots of shorts from people that I get notifications on. But the money's in the job. The money's not in YouTube. Now, if you've got a huge channel, and you've got hundreds of thousands of viewers that will view your stuff when you put it out, yeah, you can make money. You can make money like I make money, teaching. Maybe a little more, I don't know. But how many channels are there like that? How many channels are there with 500,000 subscribers that you drop a video and you'll get 100,000 views? Or you have a blog or a whatever, you live stream and you get 50,000, 60,000 people come into it and will listen to you for a couple of hours. I average 13, 14 minutes. People come into my live stream, and most of them average 13. My average, I look at my stats at the end. I might have gotten close to 10 right now. Like yesterday, it was about 8 watch hours for a little over an hour, about 8 watch hours. And, you're averaging 11, 12, 13 minutes. And there are people who stay for the whole thing. And then afterwards, there are people who come back and they replay the whole thing. Blessings to them. I have not been running playlists. I used to do that since my wife's been sick and she's still not completely recovered, but I hadn't been running I got out of the habit of running playlists. So there were people who would run mine and I'd run theirs, and I'd pick up an extra 10 or 12 watch hours for every video. And so I drop a live stream and it'll have over 20 watch hours. And I haven't been doing that. I was averaging like 600 watch hours for a month for a cycle. And then it went way. Right now it's like, right now I'm at like 160 or 170 for the past month. 160 or 170 watch hours. Way down for me. Way down. I would say send me an email. If you want to exchange hostages or boxes or whatever you want to call it, send me an email. My email address is in all of my videos. Now don't look at my live stream and look at for a description, because there's not one there, and I don't put them on my shorts. But look at any of my videos, like the 1,800 subscriber video or the one I just released, the mail call from Uncle Al, and you will see my email address, davidolin@gmail.com. And the O is for Odom. It's not a 0, it's an O. All lowercase, davidolin@gmail.com. And, email me your phone number. I'll text you. If you want to talk, we can talk, or we can text. And I don't give them out. I won't give it to anybody else. I won't reveal names. I know the name of everybody's coming in here, but I don't. A couple of them I do because they freely use it. Like, Rachel, she freely uses. Stephanie, she freely uses, so it's like, okay, I'll occasionally, instead of Mama 4 Boys, I'll say Rachel. Or Idaho Garden Girl, I'll say, hey, Steph. But I don't, if you don't want it, like the Black Widow doesn't want anybody to know her name, so I don't use it. That's just one example. Yeah, and it's on my main description page. I do that kind of stuff. Anyway, no, Black Widow, I sent the Black Widow a box, and she immediately sent me a box. And then I said, I got to one up you. So I sent her another box, so I was like, oh, can't be the last one to receive a box, I sent her another box. Nine watching, 14 likes. Okay, you owe me one. All right. What I ought to do is, on my community wall, I ought to put up some of my Christmas pictures where I play Santa. Because back in the day, before I retired, I'd go over to the elementary school and I'd be dressed as Santa, and we'd take pictures. They'd have a big thing set up. Another principal was a friend of mine. He'd play the elf because he's a small guy, so it'd be Santa and the elf, David and Carlos, and I should post some of my Christmas pictures. And I'd let the beard grow, like I've been trimming it, but I'd let the beard grow and it'd get a little bit longer. Little kids say, it's Santa, with the, It's Santa. Because I look a little bit like Santa, I guess. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. No, I'm not going to buy a freeze dryer, but I've been buying lots of freeze dried food. I I buy a number 10 cans. I buy the packs with the 2 serving meals, and then I've been buying boxes. And I've actually been, I've been buying, I've been buying the pails. I've got several pails back there that I bought recently. I bought rice, white rice. I bought a couple pails of white rice. I bought 4 pails of rolled oats, which you can use to make bread. You can use for oatmeal, various, and then I buy a lot of number 10 cans. You know, yeah, some things are expensive. Like a freeze dryer, you're gonna pay $2,000 3,000 for a. I don't know. I don't know what a. I don't know about them, so I mean, I shouldn't. Um, it's not one of my areas, and I haven't looked up and I haven't researched it. But you're going to pay several $1,000s for a freeze dryer, you know, and then how much are you going to use it? I'd rather just, when they have sales, just buy stuff, you know. And I'm at the point where I've got a pretty good supply of it. I don't have to keep buying. I just see little things that I want and I buy them. Um, oh Lord, you see over there where I'm pointing? That's one pile getting high. Over here, there's another pile that's way high. The closet's full. There's another one over there. Just been stacking cases of stuff. Small one's 2,200. Maintenance, yeah. Mike Crusher bought one, I believe. Mike Crusher bought one. And Verna, the Quail Whisperer, bought one. Hadn't hadn't visited Verna's channel lately, and she hasn't visited me. Everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. I dehydrate a lot of food. Yeah, I used to make my own banana chips. Dehydration, cut up bananas or other, fruits, and you dehydrate them. I used to do that. I and the dehydrator wasn't that expensive. Real popular back in the 90s, the late 80s, the 90s. Used to do that. My mom used to do that. But no, I don't do any of that. Well, see, the idea about going to Santa and sitting on Santa's lap, the parent's supposed to be right there listening for this is what I want Santa to bring me, and then the idea is you write it down, and then the day Christmas, it's under the tree, and the kid thinks, "Hey, Santa brought it to me." So that's the thing is you got to keep your what is it he wants? Write that down. Tomato slices, eggs, etc. Hmm. I tell you, Rachel, we haven't talked recently, and I'm sorry, just haven't had the time to. I enjoy talking to Rachel, and we text back and forth. I enjoy that. Um, hadn't done it recently. 40 minutes in. So, what will I be doing? Well, I still have more stuff on order that's due to come in. And I need to put together, um, got some gift boxes are going to go out. The next one will be Little on Prepper. I've sent her stuff in the past, I think. And she's going to get one. And I have this little stack. There's like 5 or 6 here. There's going to be more than this, but I'm getting rid. It's like these are worthless. I'm going to get rid of these, and I'm going to give her some good stuff. And I try to. I have my initial box that I send somebody, and it's got certain stuff in it. And then if I send you a follow up, it's got other stuff in support and different stuff. You know, if you look at some of the stuff that I've sent people, you can see the transition in the stuff that I do send. And I'm changing things up and all. Like I'm starting to send water tablets. To water tabs to clean water. Um, Manual can openers, other type stuff. Sometimes I send like these like emergency blankets. I send a couple of emergency blankets. I send the ponchos, the emergency ponchos, the little plastic emergency ponchos, like in follow up type stuff. Depends on different people. And then I get people saying, "Don't send me this and don't send me that." It's like, okay, I won't send you this and I won't send you that. So I alternate. I send some other stuff. Oh, David, 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 David. You work and do not have time for different kinds of prepping. Well, that is true. I tell you, Dave, my friend in Georgia, sent me a link to a video, and I was watching it like at 2 o'clock in the morning. Guy had about an hour video, and he was talking about uh, out walking in the woods and camping, and just taking a pack. He had a couple little packs of what he needed to just overnight, to just like build a little shanty type thing, and so that he could spend the night. Well, let me tell you this: as a boy and as a young man, I did quite a bit of camping. I did quite a bit of hunting with my father when he was alive, with my uncle after that, and just on my own. You walk out in the woods, get ready for ticks, and they're not fun. You walk out in the brush, tall grass, you sit, be ready for ticks. And you can't. A lot of times you're not going to find them. You got to. They'll be in places you don't see, so you got to have somebody else search you for ticks. Getting rid of the ticks is not fun. Not fun at all. The other thing I'll tell you is, you do not go out in the woods. You do not go out in the brush or the outback if you are not armed. So this old boy, and I understand what he was trying to show and what he was trying to teach and everything, and I understand that. And plus, the idea is, in an emergency, you're in an emergency unless you're like your house getting ready to burn down. You don't leave where your stuff is. You don't leave because one, somebody's going to come in, they're going to clean out your stuff, but you don't leave where your stuff is. And if you did leave, you're not going to take very much stuff with you. All of your stuff that you prepared for, that's going to feed you and have you water and feed you for 6 months or whatever, 2 3 months, 6 months, a year. You're not taking that stuff with you. Like you talk about, well, I had a 2 quart had a 2 quart bottle canteen. I had a quart canteen, and I had a 2 quart canteen. Well, 8 glasses a day. You're going to be out of clean water in a hurry, and you're going to be looking for a stream. You're going to be looking to boil. You better be able to boil it, and you better be able to have some tabs. So you're going to be in a situation where you're at risk what you're drinking pretty quick. The water shuts off, and you're gonna be hurting. And that's just the truth of things. That's the truth of things. Idaho Garden Girl. Welcome, Idaho Garden Girl. Joseph Moore, my friend Joseph Moore, and Idaho Garden Girl. How are y'all doing? So I will try over the 2 weeks, and I'm off for 16 days. I will try to get out a couple of more videos. I'll try to get out a couple of boxes for people. And then I may do like I want to do some basic videos on boiling water. I'll use the folding stove. I'll use the emergency stove. Perhaps I'll use propane. And I will boil water. And I'll make some coffee. And I'll do a little video of it. Or maybe I'll boil a main. Wouldn't that be good for me to do a MRE review and show how I boil them? And I'll boil a main. I'll try to do a couple of something other. Take care, Joseph Moore. Appreciate you. Nine in the house. 15 likes. So I have one more week of school. Go back tomorrow. They'll open up the grade book so I can start doing my final grade for the quarter. First semester's ending, and I've got to do IEP progress reports. I've got to get my grades in, and I've got to do the conduct, and I've got to finish prepping an art and prepping for the week I get back in January. Like 2 or 3 days back in January, and then I've got an annual review that I've got to have ready for the 8th grader. I have one 8th grader, I have 2 7th graders, and I've got a 6th grader for part of the day. So I've got 3 full-time and 1 part-time kid that I'm responsible for. And I am shorthanded. I've only got 1 paraprofessional right now, which is really hard because I've got kids that go out to like art and go out to certain, 1 or 2 at a time classes, and I've got to send somebody with them, and then that leaves me alone with whoever's left. And I really do not like being alone with my kids because of safety concerns over whatever. And if we're having a bad day where I've got somebody in refocus in the back, I can't afford to let my 1 paraprofessional go. And if the office can't loan me somebody because we are shorthanded, then my kids don't get to go to the class, and then the teacher's upset, or some of them are, some of them aren't, And it is what it is. We're shorthanded. So lots of people absent right now. Lots of people are sick. A lot of absences. There's short on substitutes. We've got a number of openings for paraprofessionals, trying to fill openings, and they want to promote my paraprofessional, the one I have left. She's graduating this month, finished her bachelor's, and they want to give her they have openings right now, and they want to give her a position when we come back in January. But I can't be left alone, and I need more than just a body. Oh, you're sending me a paraprofessional? It's just basically going to sit there and talk. I need somebody that can work with my kids. I need somebody that can help me and support me. I really need 2 of them, but I just could get by with 1 if I had 1, and that's what I deal with. Try the Backwoodsman magazine for digital and print buying space. Well, I'm glad your husband is in that position. Um, my child had IEPs for 12 years. At one time, I was a special ed. For 3 years, I was a special ed director. I started out as a teacher, special education teacher. I worked my way into administration, was an AP. Um, I became a principal at an elementary school. We had a bad visit from TEA, and then they arbitrarily moved me from being principal at elementary school over to being special ed director, which I did for 3 years before I left that district and came to Victoria. I mean, when I wanted the position, they wouldn't give it to me. I applied for it 4 years in a row. They brought somebody in 1 year and out, 1 year and out, 1 year and out, 1 year and out. And then the fifth year, I didn't want it, but we'd had a visit, it went real bad, and they just arbitrarily gave it to me. Well, you've been asking for it. So, well, I wanted it when it was in a better position. Now that I have a better position, I don't want this position. So sorry. And they basically gave it to me. And I stuck it out for 3 years. And mind you, I was the fifth special education director for that district in 5 years. Fifth in 5 years. That's how bad it was. Um, yeah, I'm behind on technology too. I just love how they're constantly upgrading, changing passwords, and it's like you can't even remember what the bloody password. You got to write all this stuff down, and then they're time limited passwords, and you got this. It's absolutely shit. It really is shit the way things are. You know, they password you out of being able to use your own stuff. Yes, please watch the replay and leave a nice comment. Now, I have heard Trump say that he wants to basically cut out the tax on retirement income. If you receive a retirement check or you receive Social Security or state retirement benefits or whatever, he wants to stop taxing them. Because you paid enough taxes while before you retired. And I agree with that, and I like that. I think that's good. I really think that's good. I think that's good. And he doesn't want tax on tips, and he's got some really good, for the working people, for the working people. I really think it's going to be a good second term if they don't kill him. Which, you got these people want him dead. Like you get the left types, they think this kid that killed that CEO, um, they think that he's really like Robin Hood, or the Lone Ranger, or whatever. They think he's doing a good. He did a good thing. Like we got that guy. They feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for the taxpayers because it took the guy alive. I mean, think about the millions of dollars it's going to cost to try him, and they already know he did it. Think about the millions of dollars it's going to cost when you put him in prison. And he's not that old. He's not even 30 years old yet. And he may live another 50 years, and they're not going to execute him. And just think about all the money we're out. Think about all the money we're out. It's going to cost, I've heard, it's going to be like $11,000 per illegal to deport them. And then you're going to have the ACLU and all these liberal organizations trying to fight tooth and nail, trying to keep them in the country. Texas has started building border wall. They've been building border wall. $25 million a mile is what it's costing to build the border wall. So Texas has been spending billions of dollars themselves trying to Constantina wire, National Guard, patrolling, Department of Public Safety, trying to, and then you got the idiots on the left. Well, cut that Constantina wire, let them through. You can't do that, doing everything they can to try to block and prevent that from happening. I mean, that's, like good versus evil. And, that's what we got going on. That's what's happening. Think about that. Yeah, okay, so from what I've heard, Manchurian candidate, yeah. What I've heard, that CEO was going to testify, was due to testify about her dealings, her insider trading dealings, which is suspicious. Like, uh, there have been a lot of people connected to a former Democrat president that they were causing them trouble or testifying or going to testify or speaking or doing stuff to hurt them. And they wound up having a tragic accident. Not mentioning what former Democrat president that is, having a tragic accident. And then I was listening to this, was it Joe Rogan? I don't know. It was somebody. And they were talking about Barack Obama and Michelle, who they call Big Mike. And that he was saying, well, and Trump had convinced half the country that Obama's wife is a man, you know. And then they showed a clip of Barack Obama's wife dancing, and she's in a dress, and then something's bumping down there. And it's like, don't want to get too dirty, but it's like, what's the thing down there is making up, that, you know. So that I don't know. I guess the they say half the country believes it, but I guess the jury's out of that one. I don't know. I guess the jury's out of that one. But there's a lot of stories that are starting to come out. People, fairly influential people that know people, are starting to tell stories about certain things. Oh, uh, 11 in the house, 15 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. So I got 5 days this coming week, and then Saturday I've got to be up in Spring, Texas. It's a different venue for the wedding. Daughter booked a venue up there. Very nice. They're basically catering and they're doing the whole thing. And then she's got a photographer down here that's going to go up there. And they're doing the makeup and they're doing this and they're doing the other. It's like all this, costing a bloody arm and a leg. I can't wait till that's over. Well, she fell down, and apparently they did hips. They did a hip replacement surgery on her. And I tell you what, I had an aunt who had that done, and that's something you don't. It's plus, she's like 83, 84 years old. That's something you don't recover from. It's going to take months. So she probably won't be causing any trouble for months. And that in itself, I think, is a good thing, And I think they're getting ready to get her indicted, possibly, and just start her trading. Like prosecuting Joe for all that crap. And they say he's going to pardon half of Washington D.C. for all of the crap that they did to try to keep the administration from coming in and prosecuting them. They're going to pardon everything on the bloody planet. And I can believe that. I had one that got married in October. The one that's with me is getting married this coming Saturday. The one from my first marriage with my ex-wife that lives like 5 hours from me. That one got married in October. So I will post when I do my next live stream might not be this week. You know, maybe next Saturday before I do another live stream, I may do 1 or 2 this week. I don't know, but I'll post. And I appreciate you guys. Every day when I get up, I thank God for the day, because I don't know how many days I've got. I'm 62 years old. You know, I might live another 30 years, or I might be going tomorrow. And I drink my cup of coffee. I take my medication, which I need to reload. Oh, I got Mondays in there, and then I need to reload it. 7 pills every morning. I thank God for the day. I say the Lord's Prayer. I contemplate the day. Take care, Uncle Al. Appreciate you. And but treat people the way you want to be treated. Thank first responders. They're not doing it to get rich, and they risk their lives. And lead by example. A good leader is a good follower, and lead by example. Keep your eyes and ears open. Teach the next generation. Honor your parents. They may no longer be around, but you can honor them by demonstrating your home training. Honor your parents. And the Lord will bless you for that. Everybody, please have a blessed day. Tomorrow, I appreciate you, and I hope to be back this coming week with another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you. Bye, and God bless.